viewers, welcome to Radio Metro Mail. You are watching Catch Up. As you know that in Catch Up we invite people, those who have interest in politics or those who are actively engaged in politics. Today we have a very special guest with us. If you have anything in your mind, if you like to hear from our politicians or the people, those who are actively engaged in politics, let us know. We'll try to bring them in our show. If you want us to discuss any important issue that you would like to hear, let us know. We'll try to cover that as well. Today we have a very special guest with us, Faiz Kamal. Kamal is running an election, federal election, and his riding is Scarborough Centre. So welcome you to our studio, Faiz.
Thank you, Mahmoud. Thanks for having me. Assalamu alaikum. Greetings to everybody. My name is Faiz Kamal, and I am the new federal NDP candidate from Scarborough Centre.
So we'll be talking about many other issues, including our social issues, our problems, and your campaign. So let's start with your campaign. How is your campaign going?
Well, unfortunately, our campaign we started a little bit later than some of the other parties. However, we're trying our best. We have a lot of volunteers on the campaign. Donations are coming in. Our website is now up and running. It's faizkamal.com. That's FAIZKAMAL.com. You can go there to see what's happening in the campaign and also sign up to volunteer or donate.
Thank you. Would you mind giving us some idea to our audience about yourself and the riding you are representing? I mean Scarborough Centre.
Yes. So I immigrated to Canada with my family 19 years ago. And I grew up in Scarborough and went to university in Waterloo. And I always had a passion for trying to be involved in social activities and trying to help the community in whatever way I can. And growing up, I seen Scarborough Centre, Scarborough in particular, has a lot of poverty, a lot of thriving people, a lot of people who are working very hard to prove themselves in a new country. And I seen a lot of people struggle a lot harder than they should, and I felt that it is my responsibility to try to help new people in the country and existing people who are struggling have better opportunities here.
Thank you very much. So being an immigrant family member, you said that you have immigrated to this country 19 years ago. So how did you get into the politics or political process? Got involved with this is the first time you are running an election, or?
Correct. This is the first time I'm running an election. I got involved in school when I was studying international development, and from there I wanted to get into politics. Dolly Begum was in the same high school with me, and when she was running her campaign, she had reached out to ask for some help with volunteering, and I was pleased to help her and worked on that campaign for about 6 months. We had a great time, and we were very proud to see one of our own be elected in Queen's Park. So from there, my ambition grew, and I decided to take a step in politics myself.
No, that's great. So you started with volunteering with the NDP, and then finally you got the nomination from NDP.
Correct.
This is how. Okay. So since you are representing, or you are, your riding is Scarborough Centre.
Mm-hmm.
So do you have any idea, or whether you have identified any problem or issues that needs to be taken care of in this riding?
Yes, there's tons of issues in Scarborough Centre. The housing in Scarborough Centre is very unaffordable to many families. People are sharing cramped spaces, and our healthcare system definitely needs more improvements in Scarborough Centre. We don't have enough resource allocation. The jobs in Scarborough Centre pay about 30% less than the rest of Ontario, even though the people in Scarborough Centre are equally qualified. And so these are some of the issues that I plan to tackle if elected.
So in Canada, we see that there are too many people. They are falling through the crack of our social safety net programs.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you or your party would like to address those issues, or how you want to fix that?
Well, Imam, I wanted to take a second to give a little bit of history of NDP values. I'm not sure, but I feel like a lot of Bangladeshi Canadians are very supportive of liberals for their own reasons, and a lot of them don't realize that NDP has brought forward a lot of values that we are we're appreciating every day as Bengalis. NDP was the party that had introduced universal health care, and without health care in this country, a lot of us immigrants who earn minimum wage or maybe a little bit more, we would never be able to go to the doctors if it wasn't for this healthcare system. So we would have been able to come into this country but not be able to see a doctor when we got sick, and I think we take that for granted, and I think a lot of Bengalis are not aware that NDP was the party that brought those values forward.
I think the Scarborough Centre, we see that there are a lot of low income people. Many people are in
Right.
in poverty level. So how do you like to address those things, that because we definitely need to address that
Yes,
poverty
yes.
thing.
So I work in the tech industry. I am a business operation analyst at IBM, and I know that we are seeing a lot of tech jobs in Toronto. We are seeing more tech jobs in Toronto than San Francisco and New York City combined. And these tech jobs are not coming into Scarborough. They are going into Richmond Hill, they're going into downtown, they're going into Markham, Mississauga, and surrounding areas. But I want to see these jobs come to Scarborough and Scarborough Centre in particular. And I feel having more qualified jobs, more high-paying jobs in Scarborough Centre will have people not travel so far from home. Traffic congestions will be better. In every way, the quality of life for people in Scarborough Centre would benefit from it.
Thank you very much. So in Canada, we live in a multicultural environment, particularly in Toronto, and even your neighbor ridings, Scarborough Southwest, Scarborough Centre. So there are people from different background, different ethnicity. So what are the values you would like to promote in your political career to address that multicultural issues?
So that's a very good question, and I don't think I need to promote those values. I think we are practicing those values in Scarborough Centre, and those values are tolerance. Scarborough Centre is a very diverse area where we're seeing new immigrants from different countries, and every day we're hearing people's journeys that are very different from everybody else. People from Sri Lanka, people from Bangladesh, people from all over Africa. So we're hearing different stories from different cultural backgrounds. So I think we're already practicing great tolerance in Scarborough Centre, which I think most Canadians take pride in.
Thank you very much, Faiz. Viewers, you are watching Catch Up, and we are talking to Faiz Kamal. Faiz is running an election, federal election. Faiz, now I'd like to ask you a little bit of weird question that, say for example, and we wish that if you are elected, what would be your priority? What would be, what you would like to do for the first year? This is the first part of the question. And the second part is, if you are not elected, what would be your plan for the community work?
So if I was to be elected, my plan would be to fight to bring better resource allocation to Scarborough Centre, where I feel like it's needed. There's a lot of families in Scarborough Centre that are not getting their fair share of government services, and we're definitely lacking good paying jobs and benefits in Scarborough Centre. So my focus in the first year would be that, and to try to implement new sustainable practices that we can benefit, the environment can benefit from, and I would like to see us work together as a community for our environment as well. And the second part of your question is how I plan to continue my social efforts. So from my last 2 years, I'm sitting on the Riding Association as an executive for NDP in Scarborough, and we're always working to grow our party, and আমি সবাইকে encourage করতেছি to encourage young people, সবার ছেলে মেয়ে যারা from maybe 12 বছর থেকে যারা 25 বছর পর্যন্ত যারা খুব young, ওদেরকে encourage করতেছি to volunteer and to take part in parties and understand how politics in Canada works, because the more youth that gets involved in politics, the better solutions we'll have for our future. And I feel like we have a lot of Bengalis in Canada, and we've been here for maybe 25 years or so, a lot of us, and it's time for us to take action in our community and contribute to the policies that take effect in Canada.
Thank you, Faiz. I was about to ask you, my second question was about if you have anything to share for our youth. Already you have,
Correct, yes.
Yeah. So apart from that, do you have any specific message to our youth?
Sure. Aside from that, not to the youth, but to all the Bengali viewers. So যারা আপনারা সবাই দেখতেছেন, থ্যাংক ইউ। আমি খুব অ্যাপ্রিশিয়েট করলাম যে আপনারা আমার কথা শুনলেন। আর ইমামুল, থ্যাংক ইউ আমাকে এখানে আনার জন্য। আর আমরা বাঙালি হিসাবে অনেক মাঝের মধ্যে অনেক সেপারেটেড থাকি, কিন্তু আমাদেরকে একসাথে হওয়া উচিত। আমরা সবাই আমাদের সবাইকে এইচ আদারকে লুক আফটার করা উচিত। অ্যান্ড আমার মনে হয় যে যেভাবেই আপনারা পারেন, যারা এখানে এখন এসে যারা একটু সেটেল হয়ে গেছেন, যেভাবেই পারেন কমিউনিটির জন্য একটু হেল্প করেন। যদি মসজিদে একটা বানানোর জন্য হেল্প করতে পারেন করেন, যদি একটা পার্টিতে ভলেন্টিয়ার করেন ওটাও অনেক ভালো, যদি প্রমোট করেন ওটাও ভালো, ডোনেট করলেও ভালো, কিন্তু take part in the community and try your best to leave a better legacy for our community and for our nationality.
The last question, so our radio channel, the Radio Metro Mail, is mostly our viewers, our listeners, they are Bangladeshi Canadian or Canadian Bangladeshi. So do you have any specific message? And your writing is also, I think, a big chunk of people, they are from, Bangladeshi Canadian. So do you have any specific message to our audience?
আমি সবাইকে বলতে চাচ্ছি যে ইমামুল, থ্যাংক ইউ ভেরি মাচ ফর হ্যাভিং মি। সবাইকে থ্যাংক ইউ যে আমার কথা শুনলেন আপনারা। সবাইকে বলতে চাচ্ছি যে যারা আমরা এখানে অনেক বছর হয়ে গেছে বাঙালি এখানে এসেছি, আর ফর্চুনেটলি আমরা সেটেল হয়ে গেছি। এখন আমাদের ছেলেমেয়েরা ভালো ইউনিভার্সিটিতে যাচ্ছে and standing on their own, and we are comfortable in this country. And এখন হচ্ছে সময় যে আমরা আমাদের কমিউনিটির জন্য কিছু করি। এখন এই কমিউনিটির জন্য আমরা মসজিদও বানাতে পারি, আমরা হোম শেল্টারও ভলেন্টিয়ার করতে পারি, আমরা পলিটিক্যাল পার্টিতেও ভলেন্টিয়ার করতে পারি, আমরা ডোনেটও করতে পারি। কিন্তু যেভাবেই হোক, এটা আমাদের এখন রেসপন্সিবিলিটি এখানে এসে আমাদেরকে এখন কমিউনিটিতে হেল্প করা, পার্টেক করা। So I encourage everyone in the Bengali community to get involved in our community, get involved in politics, and especially to encourage their younger generations and their children to take part in politics in the community. Thank you everyone. ধন্যবাদ সবাইকে আমার কথা শোনার জন্য।
ধন্যবাদ ফয়েজ। শুধু দর্শক, এর আগে আমরা এই কানাডাতেই আমরা ইতিহাস তৈরি করেছি, এবং সেই ইতিহাস তৈরি করবার পেছনের যে গল্পটি ছিল সেটি হচ্ছে আমাদের সমন্বিত উদ্যোগ। আমরা যদি সবাই একসঙ্গে কাজ করি, আমরা যদি সবাই, যেটি ফয়েজ বলেছে, এবার ফয়েজ ফেডারেল ইলেকশন করছে এবং স্কারবোরো সেন্টার থেকে করেছে। এর আগে প্রভিন্সিয়াল ইলেকশনে পাশের যে রাইডিং স্কারবোরো সাউথ ওয়েস্ট, সেখানে ইতিহাস তৈরি করেছি আমরা বাঙালিরা। আমরা আশা করব এবারও আমরা সবাই ফায়েজ কামালের জন্য কাজ করব, ফায়েজ কামালকে বিজয়ী করব। আমাদের বাংলাদেশিদেরকে রিপ্রেজেন্ট করবার ক্ষেত্রে ফায়েজ কামাল আরও এগিয়ে যাবে, তার জন্য শুভাশিস জানিয়ে আমরা আজকে অনুষ্ঠান শেষ করব। আপনারা যেখান থেকে আমাদেরকে শুনছেন দেখছেন, সবাইকে শুভেচ্ছা জানিয়ে আমরা আমাদের অনুষ্ঠান আজকে শেষ করছি। আগামী অনুষ্ঠানে আমরা অন্য কোনো অতিথিকে আপনাদের সামনে নিয়ে আসব। সে পর্যন্ত সবাই ভালো থাকবেন, সুস্থ থাকবেন। সবাইকে অসংখ্য ধন্যবাদ। থ্যাংক ইউ ভেরি মাচ ফয়েজ।
থ্যাঙ্কস ফর হ্যাভিং মি। ধন্যবাদ সবাই।